Hey, it's time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for doing this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Monday. It is Monday, May 6th. May 6th. Can you just believe it's May 6th? I can't. Honestly, I can't. I'm not happy about it. Hot weather's coming and I am not happy about that. Ooh, hot heat and humidity here is what we get, and I am not looking forward to that. But what can we do? Can't stop it. Gotta go forward. Can't go back. So thank you for being here. And Monday is weigh-in and Weight Watchers weekly meeting topic for the week. I am a Weight Watchers lifetime member, if you did not know. Currently over goal by about 10 pounds. No, maybe 11. And I'm fighting my way to get back. I am ounce by ounce, inch by inch. I'm fighting my way to get back. So we cover the weekly topic. I give you my weigh-in. And Timmy's weigh-in as well. I don't believe he gave me his stats this week. I know he's home. He came home Saturday, so he's home now for the summer. But he will be on assignment in, I think, right after Memorial Day, he'll go to his summer assignment. So he's home for the month. I know he said, we had finals last week. He was busy, and it was like I should say festivals, but like there's always these like get-togethers and stuff that they have there. So he said he was not on plan that much. He was keeping up with his workouts, which helped. I feel like he was like up a pound, or it wasn't tragic. So I feel like it was like a pound for a guy. Pound is like nothing. I'm pretty sure it was like a pound. And he would, I just have to keep my eye on him here because, there's not as much structure. Well, there's food structure here. There's just not structure. Timmy tends to go out. Oh, his friends want to get together. People want to let's go out to, so we got to reel that in. So he is, while he's home this summer, he said he's going to join the gym. He just decided, depends on where he gets assigned what gym he's going to join. So he could join the gym by us, but if he's not around here, so that's not happening. So he's going to wait and see. He will get that on next Tuesday. I think he said he will get his assignment. So then he'll decide where he'll join. I mean, you can get, like, if you go to, like, Planet Fitness, you can get where you can go to other gyms, but it's a more expensive membership. And if you're not going to go anyway, it's kind of like, so he just wants to get the cheaper one. So we'll see how that goes. All right. How did you do, Dee? How was your week? My week was really good. I had a really good week. And where was I talking about this? I feel like I talked about it somewhere. I don't remember. But this was one of the few weeks, last week, I should say, where I really didn't have my weigh-in day indulgence. I seem to be back into that pattern again. And I tell you, it is a pattern. If you've been through this, as much as you say you're not going to do it anymore, you do it. And it's like you don't even realize that you're doing it. So yeah, I was in that pattern again. It was annoying because it does affect your weight loss, because if you have really one big high calorie day, it gets your mindset, at least it messes with my mindset. It gets me out of that zone that I'm in, and it just puts me in a bad, but last week I didn't. So I don't remember why I did. Like, what I do? Where was my mind that I didn't have that? I wish I knew. I'm trying to remember back then. Maybe we were just really busy and I just didn't have time, or I can't remember why, but I wish I did, because I'll have to really think about that. That's for why did I have a great weekend? And a great weekend sets me up for a great week, because, no matter how good or bad my weekend is, my week is always decent, because I know that, I have to get weighed. So, even if I have the worst weekend, my Monday through Friday are fantastic. So, but when you have a good weekend and a good Monday through Friday, you lose 2.8 pounds. Yep. I was like, what? I had to get on that scale twice. Now, mind you, it was a little bit of a stressful week. The dog was sick. He's still not great. He has pancreatitis, so he gets what I call them flares. And he was in a flare last week, and it just honestly kind of threw me in a way. Even though he has these flares a lot, this was a bad flare. And so I think towards the end of the week, my eating was not great. There's people that stress eat. I don't eat. I'm busy. I tend to clean. I tend to straighten up. I keep my mind busy. I don't really think of food, which is like, why can't I be that all the time? Why can't I just have that mindset all the time? You are who you are, know who you are. You can't be, like, it'd be nice if they say, well, I'm going to be like, I'm going to put myself under stress. And it doesn't work that way. So, but I'm happy with that. I was like, I mean, he went to the doctors. He's doing better. It's just not, it's just like always touch and go with him. It's just one good day and then you have one bad day. But she put him on an anti-nausea medicine. I'm hoping this helps. When the poor thing doesn't want to eat, and he loves food. He's a dog. Dogs, are notoriously will eat till they throw up because that's what they do. And when he doesn't want to eat, it always concerns me. So let's get to the topic. Enough about Bailey and my drama. And that's why there was no videos up. I wasn't filming because, when life happens, I'm not picking the camera up and trying to act like it doesn't. No, because I just don't want to, that's another one of my stresses. Having to worry about filming when life is, but I, made that decision. When life is bad, you deal with life. You can't sit there and try to film around that. That's just, it's not me. When we're having bad weeks here or we're busy, you're not going to see much here. So how do you find your why? Oh, I was waiting for this one. The why. Weight Watchers is famous for the why. When you join, usually they ask you, all right, why? Why are you here? Why are you joining? And that's huge because that is the cusp of why you do things. The why is the reason why. It's something you can, it's always good to put it on your refrigerator where you can see it, because when there's days that you just don't, how many days we just don't care. Yes, sometimes it's life or death. Yes, sometimes we can't walk, we can't move because we have so much weight. But sometimes we just don't care. No matter how bad our health is, our bodies are. I wish it was that easy of feeling bad that would give us the why, or it just isn't. Like, you'd think, oh, I can't walk from here to there. That should be my reason, and that should keep me on plan to get some of this weight off. But it doesn't. Because that food is that satisfaction that lasts momentarily, but we keep going back to those momentary, releases. Like, we have to have that. And in the end, we're only hurting ourselves. But all right, why? Chances are there's a reason you're embarking on this wellness journey, but you can't explain your why. But can you explain your why? Follow these steps, connect or reconnect to whatever is inspiring you. And I also will tell you that your why can change after a while because, sometimes it's for health reasons. And then you get healthy and you go off those medications. There's also maintenance, then the why changes to I need to maintain this. And then there's people lose because of family. They lose for spouses and children. Most times it's health. It's, my blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, kidney disease. There's so many diseases, cancer. There's so many reasons people go on a wellness journey. All right, try this. Answer off the top of your head. You can answer this there. Why do you want to get healthier? Why? They say, I'm tired of feeling out of breath. That's a great one because you're out of breath because you're carrying too much weight. But why do you want to get healthier? I want to feel better. I don't want to be tired. I want to have more energy. I just want to, I want to get older gracefully. And I want to be able to see my, my kids grow up and go to their weddings and stuff like that. And if you're unhealthy, the odds are you might not make that if you're severely unhealthy. Or you'll be sitting there with an oxygen tank on a wheelchair. Do you want to go down the aisle like if your child's wedding in a wheelchair with an oxygen tank because you ate too much? There's reasons why people are overweight other than overeating. There's health reasons. There's medications. I know that. And there's different types of illnesses, but we're talking about the chronic overeater. That's the person I'm talking to. Like, do you want to be that person? They have to fit you for a dress around your wheelchair, because you can't walk, because you ate too much. Like, I said these things to myself because I ate too much. And I remember thinking, do I want to be the reason my children bury me because I ate too much? Not because I had cancer, not because I had a heart attack or just, or family disease, because I ate too much. Like, that's the reason they're burying their mother. It's a shame your mother, she just, because I ate too much. And I thought of that and thinking, that's horrible. It's a horrible thing for a child to have to bury their parent because they ate too much. They couldn't stop with that first piece. They had to have the 3 pieces. They had to have 4 pieces of pizza instead of like 2. They had to have 3 helpings instead of 1. They had to eat all day and not just eat their 3 meals and snacks. I think, how would I feel if I was that child and I thought, there is my mother or father in that coffin because they ate too much. You're robbing your child of their parent because I would say I was being selfish. I was just thinking of that immediate gratification. And that was a horrible reality for me. And I'm like, because I lived in denial of that. I don't eat too much. I just eat the wrong food. That was my famous line. I just eat the wrong food. I don't eat too much. Wow. Yeah, no, I eat too much. When you sit back and see what you're supposed to eat, and you're like, oh, because I know I had 3 times as much as that. And you realize, wow, it is a lot. And you can still eat a decent amount of food if it's prepared right, and you add veggies in there. You can have a nice, decent portion of food. But it's almost like I had this. I'm better. I shouldn't say still have, but this bad relationship where food is this comfort. Food is this thing that I gravitate towards. I called it my boyfriend food. I had to break up with my boyfriend food. Him and I had a long relationship, but we had, it's just hard. It's a harsh reality. And when you go to your doctor, I went to my pulmonologist for my CPAP, and he said to me, with these test results that you have right here, if you didn't seek help, and I really was kind of didn't think I had that big of a problem because I thought I was sleeping. If you'd ask me, I sleep. He said, you would have been dead within 6 months. And I was like, wow. And I was, at that point, I was 49, 50 maybe. I don't know if I was even 50. And I'm like, if somebody tells you that, you're like, so you have to, right there, you're going to die if you don't change your behavior. It's very empowering. It's very powerful. And it's like, you sit there like, I don't feel that bad. I thought I didn't feel that bad until I felt good. And then I knew what good felt like. And I know I did not feel well. Because that's our normal. We think that that's how we're supposed to feel. And you're like, you just get used to it. And you're like, oh my God, I really don't feel well. So health is a huge one. Dig deeper. What does that look like to you? How would your life be different? I could walk farther, climb stairs easily, and say yes to more outdoor activity. You can say yes to everything. How many times are you saying no to invitations because you can't walk? How many things are you missing because you can't walk? Because of your weight? It's a horrible thing to sit here and say this. I feel like I'm, but I know the reality, and I don't feel that it's, because I know it's justified, because I've been there. I've been out of breath. I remember thinking, oh my gosh, if I'd been this heavy when I had kids, how do you chase your grandkids? You can't, because they're going to get away because you can't get to them. And that's not their fault for running. It's your fault for not being able to get to them, because they're kids. Kids are going to do that. That's what kids do, But as an adult, we know that if we were in better shape, we could have caught that child. Ask yourself again, why do you want to get healthier? Take your time and ask yourself why. So your answer is in a specific, personal, and positive way. I want to have more stamina so I can be active with my family and friends. You want to live. Basically, you want to live because you're just existing. You're not living. If you're sitting at home, missing everything that's going on in life, you're existing. And you're existing for your next feed. And that's a horrible thing to say, but for reality, it's a reality for a lot of people. It's not that they're just waiting for their next meal, not their next family function. And life should not be that way. You should be enjoying and being involved and, helping out. And you can't help because you can't move. When I think of how I couldn't move versus how I move now, now I go out of my way to come down the basement steps, to go upstairs. If I had to go to the bathroom, we have a powder room on our main level, and there's a bathroom upstairs. And if I had to go and there was some in there, I'd be like, come on, let's go. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll just walk upstairs. I wouldn't even think twice about it. I wouldn't even knock on the door and say, are you almost done? I can go upstairs. I don't have to wait. And I think my life was so different. And I thought, thank God I didn't wait any longer. And I think because you're in that mindset of you can't do it. So why try? Again, you're not looking to be a swimsuit model. That's not what this is about. It's about getting healthier, and healthier isn't a dress size. You're not trying, if you're 402 pounds, you're not trying to be 120 pounds. You're trying to be 200 pounds. So that is healthy to some people because 400 versus that's 200 pounds less. That is healthy. So I think we go into this thinking, oh, because back in the day, Weight Watchers used to give you a goal weight. You're like going, all right, I'm 270. Well, my goal weight is 129. What are that's, talk about depressing. There's nothing more depressing than saying, I got to lose all. No, your goal weight should be something that's healthy. And you know what? When I went to the doctors the one time and he gave me I think they give you I was always morbidly obese. Well, he put down overweight. And I was like, did you just say I was overweight? He goes, I'm sorry. I was like, no, that's a thrill. I said, I was morbidly obese. To be overweight, that's huge. And I just laughed. I said, overweight? and I still think it was a little insulting because you lose 116 pounds and you're still overweight, which that's the BMI thing. And you can't go by that. And that does not know your history and all that. I was so thrilled. So take these little wins and make your own normal. Don't take, what Weight Watchers says to be normal. Don't take what the BMI chart. Your doctor will never give you those. If he knows your history, he's never going to sit there and tell you that. He's not. Make it yours. Once you have the answer, say it again and again, and then find a way to keep it in front and center wherever you need the mojo boost. Write it on a sticky note and add it to your notes app. Put it in your refrigerator. Always look at that why, because that why is going to bring you back. When you have those, I call them out-of-body experiences, when there's something that you want so bad, you don't even see anything else, you just eat it. But if it's right, I say keep it in the kitchen where the food is. And then you see that note and you'll be like, it'll be, oh yeah, what am I thinking? Walk away. Walk away. You've got to get out of that kitchen. Sometimes when we try to, no, you got to walk away. Do something else, because sometimes your mind is going to be like, I just need it. I know. It's like, for me, and I can only speak for me, it's like a drug addict needing a fix sometimes. It's like, I don't see anything else until I get it. I'm just going to be like, I need to walk away. I need to get away, get my mind into something else. That's why I love to play computer games on Facebook. I like to watch Netflix. It gets my mind over to something else. And that's what works for me. It might not work for you. FYI, we know you're making changes every day, so don't be afraid to check in and shift your why as your journey progresses. Absolutely, your journey will change because your life changes and your health will change. When you get better, you got to find a new why, because, okay, I'm already off this medication. You need to change it. Let's dive a little deeper. Don't get us wrong. Setting goals is a key part to your journey, but understanding why you want to reach them is just as important. We call it your why. It is the reason you want to achieve your goals and what matters to you most. And that is why it is a big part of, or small, goodness. And that is why can be, that doesn't make sense, but all right. It can be as big or small as you decide. Maybe you want to feel more confident at work, to have energy to play with your kids, or simply to wear your favorite pair of shoes again. It's totally up to you. Yes, your feet spread. That is something I was not prepared for. But yes, your feet do get a little bit smaller. No matter what you land on, make sure your why is specific. The more you can visualize it, the more you'll help you move forward to your goals. How so? We know this journey is full of highs and lows and everything in between. In those shaky moments, pausing and reflecting on what's at core driving you can help you find your footing again. It is the core. It is the center of everything. It is, it's your cusp, it's your reason, and we have a reason for everything. So you have to make it specific. And I always say, put it out there so you can see it. Put it, it could be your screen lock thing. It could be it needs to be places you can see it. Put it in front of the snack cabinet if you have to. Because like I said, it's hard. It's hard. Like, that food has this pull for us. And this is not going to happen overnight. No. This could take, to get into a healthy, good mindset and have a better relationship with food could take a long time. Depends how long you've been overweight. Like for some of us, like for me, it was since I was in puberty. I hit 11, everything went down in a handbasket, and I never looked back. And like I said, when you reach goal and you're smaller than you were in high school, that's, you're 55, 54, I think that was my main goal, 54, 55, and you're smaller than you were at 18. It's life-changing in a way, because you don't even know how to be, because you've never been like this. So there is some things to say, like, you're like, wow, it is, but it's definitely worth trying. It's worth doing, and it's worth working on, because your health's important. You get one life. One. There's no redo. All right, I'm going to go to sleep and I need to have a redo. It doesn't work that way. You don't get a redo. So we have to make the best of what we have. And, there's still time. It's never too late. It's never too late. You could be 75 years old and you're over 300 pounds. It's never too late. It takes work. It takes diligence. It takes planning. It takes, you have to work at this. It doesn't come easily. It's not something like somebody's going to hand you, here you go. No, you have to really work at it. You have to sit there and make adjustments and think about your meals and, sometimes walk away from things. It's not something that, like I said, I wish it was something easy that you could just flip a switch or take a pill. It's lipstick, I don't want to grab that. Take a pill and life makes it's all better. It's not, because there's so much more than taking a pill that goes into this. There's so many things, especially if you've been a lifer. There's so many things that just, go through your head. Those pills are great for a while, but, sometimes we have that head hunger. And it's that want that comes from here and not your stomach. You can take a pill that makes you not feel hungry. Great. That's fantastic. But your mind still wants it. So it doesn't matter what your belly says, your mind, because most of the times we eat, it's coming from up here. It's not coming from our stomachs. How many people's stomachs actually growl? Not a lot. We see it. We want it. I see it, I want it, I taste it. That's the thing. Like, you see it, you can visualize it, you can almost taste it, then you really want it. So we have to work on our mindset, and that's huge, and that's a whole other video. But it's doable. I say people who go on a weight loss journey are strong people. It is definitely a strong thing. You have to really put the work in, and I think you can do it. If I could sit here and give you this weight loss topic, and you can do it. It's not impossible. That's what I'm here to say. It's not impossible. If I could sit here, anybody can. And that's what I want for you. But yes, you'd have to put the work in. You have to try. You have to think things out. You have to know who you are and know the things that you eat. And if you're a person that hates vegetables, there are people out there that don't like vegetables. You got to find a way to fit them in. You got to find a way to like them. There's different ways to prepare them. You might not like them right out of the bag. There's got to be a way to like them. And you have to find a way. It's, I don't like a lot of things, but I didn't like beans. I started watching, did not like beans. Nope, but I found different ways to make them. I started mostly making dips with them. You can make dips with, chickpeas and white beans, and then black beans was something I didn't like. And then I just started incorporating them into different dishes. And now I am bean obsessed. I love beans. It's just fun if my parents will be like, you like beans? I know. It's just finding something that's good for you and low in points or 0 points. And how can I make these? How can I fit these in? Because they're so good for me. There's fiber in there. There's protein. How can I make this fantastic? And delve in and looking for different preparations and find and taste and oh yeah, I like that. And then once you get a taste for something, it's even seltzer. That's another thing. I hated seltzer. Hated it. But because I didn't drink it, I don't think my palate was accustomed to the taste. So I tried different brands, and I found one that I thought was decent, which was Spindrift. The lemon is my favorite. So I would buy it, and I would drink it regularly. Now I could drink even, you're going to laugh, LaCroix or LaCroix, however you say it. I did not like LaCroix. It's not one of my favorites, I will tell you that. But if I was somewhere and that's all they had, I can drink it and not go, ugh. No, because I got my palate accustomed to it. It's like yogurt. A lot of people say, I don't like yogurt. It's sour. I don't like yogurt because you don't have it. You don't like something because you don't have it. Your palate doesn't know the flavor. And same thing with me. Didn't like yogurt. I never ate yogurt. If I did, it was definitely flavored up. I could literally eat the plain out of the container. because my palate got accustomed to it. I started making different preparations, doing different things with it, and you do get accustomed to things. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to sit there and like it this week and don't like it this week and like it next week. It's going to take a while, and it just takes different ways, and you just have to sit there and give yourself time. But you will get accustomed to things. It's shocking. I will tell you that. So that is it. Oh my God, I talked a little bit longer than I wanted to. It was a good topic. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how your week went, and let me know what your why is. Leave it down in the comment section below. I love hearing about everybody's whys, and when you put it in and you see it, it's very powerful. So do that for yourself, and everybody reads the comments here, so that's great. And you could read everybody's why and give them a thumbs up for their why. That's fantastic. And I will dish with you another day. I'm not sure tomorrow's what I ate today. I don't know how much I filmed. It was a bad week. It just was a bad week. I filmed what I could, so it might not be a very long video, but we'll see. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't even put together yet, but it will be up. I'm not sure. It might be 8 minutes, which is never a bad thing. So I'm going to go up and have a protein cinnamon bun again, because that's what I was thinking about this morning. That was on my vlog day from last week. If you did not see that, oh my goodness. I think I might use yogurt instead of applesauce today. Or cottage cheese. I was thinking of that's what I was thinking, a cottage cheese cinnamon bun. So again, see, that's how I think. How can I get really good food, less points, less calories, but delicious and satisfying, and keeps me satisfied? And that's something like that, because I love cinnamon bun, and that's what you do. You can't sit there and live on fruit and vegetables and think that's gonna, I have to eat fruit. It's never going to work. It's never going to be sustainable. If you like cake, if you like cookies, find a way to make them light and healthy for yourself, because that's what you want. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, in a sense. You could fool that dog, though. So that is it for me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet, hit that subscribe button. And you like what you saw here today, subscribe to Dish with D and hit that notification bell. Let you know when I upload, when I go live. I will be live tonight, Monday, if you see this today. And like I said, let me know how your week went. Let me know your why. And I will see you later, my lovelies. Have a great rest of your week.